There is a dimension beyond that which is known to man. It lies between the pit of man's fear and the summit of his knowledge. It is a dimension as vast as space. It is the middle ground between science and superstition. The time is now. The person is you. The place, the Tempest Universe.
This is the Tempest Universe.
Thanks, Ren. I really appreciate that. This is, like the man said, or the Chihuahua said, the Tempest Universe, and I am your host, Manny. It is Monday, another manic Monday. Why do we have to go through this every week? Why is Monday the way it is? Can't we change that? Is there another way to go into Monday? Maybe like everyone on the planet, every government on the planet should band together and not have Mondays. We just have 3-day weekends. Kind of feel sorry for Tuesday because it's going to be the next shitty ass day of the week. Now, I honestly, I gotta say, Mondays really suck, and hopefully it sucks for you too. That way you can join me in this pity party that I call the Monday Blues. We've got some stories to share today, but first I want to thank from YouTube Thomas Prince. Oh man, Thomas. This is what I spent the weekend doing. I registered on Reddit to look at stuff, right? Because first I started going through this rabbit hole with Thomas Prince regarding Phil Schneider. And let me tell you, I used to think that the Phil Schneider story started and ended with him. Well, we know how he ended. But started with him, just working as a contractor for the military and all this kind of stuff. Lord have mercy. Does his story go deep into the rabbit hole way before he's even born? Thanks to his dad. So there's a lot more to that Phil Schneider story that's unbelievable. And here's a weird coincidence. This is the way things just work out. I was actually on Amazon Prime and I found this director's cut documentary about Phil Schneider. And I promise you that I was like almost 10 minutes in to this video when I hear a ping on YouTube, and it's from Thomas saying, hey, you probably should check out this video. Well, look at that, the same damn video. You've got to check it out. I don't remember. I know it was like the Phil Schneider story, Alien, something, another uncut director's cut, whatever. But it's long. It is a long ass story because everything that leads up to Phil Schneider's incident, there's a lot of history behind that. It's just crazy. And then all of a sudden I went into Reddit. Don't ask me why. I just ended up in Reddit because I felt like there's been a lot of stories coming out of Reddit. And wow. Reddit is like the holy grail of alien stories. And there's a lot of people in there sharing their incidents and the things they've gone through and the things that they are going through. It's quite a experience. So I was in there this weekend. Needless to say, I kind of didn't do anything else because the weather here in Texas was just kind of nasty. And unfortunately, 3/4 of the state of Texas got snow, maybe closer to half. But for the love of Pete, San Antonio did not. Actually, west of San Antonio, in the hill country, it looked beautiful. Looked like a postcard. Everybody in San Antonio, everybody else was just wet as hell. Cold, freezing. It's not even worth going outside for the love of Pete. It's just completely freaking nuts. I'm just telling you. I want to say hello to the guys who are here live. We got Green Man, The Norm. We got Dre, Game Vet. And let's see who else is on here going all the way down. All right, those are the guys that are in. We're in it to win it. So, needless to say, I'm trying to start a little spot on Reddit for these kind of folks just to get them to come in here and kind of chat with us eventually. Tell us about their stories, what the hell is going down in their lives. dealing with aliens. Now the reason I kind of took the long way around, right? Because the reason why I went to Reddit was because I saw a Reddit post that was shared on Twitter regarding the NOAA, National Oceanic whatever Administration. It turns out that there's a story out there that says that the NOAA gets a lot of UFO reports, sightings, and things like that. There is a story where it might not be true, because you know how it works in these places. No one offers evidence. But there's a story saying that many of the employees of the NOAA actually believe that this disclosure thing, the whole 180-day nonsense, is going to really happen. That you're going to see real news from it, because apparently there's been many incidents in the ocean, and a lot of people are going back to the idea that there are alien bases in the oceans. Not just any alien base, not somebody that just came out of nowhere and just came into land right before searching for Ronnie Dawson. No. They're saying that these bases have been there before mankind. That these are the original inhabitants of the planet, and they're all in the ocean with all the technology, and we're up here fucking up the air. And apparently, this is one of the up-and-coming conspiracies that people are thinking are going to be put out there. A lot of it, I'm sure, is stemming from the Tic Tac being able to go into the ocean, back up in the sky, all that kind of stuff that it did, all that crazy maneuvering. So, because of that Tic Tac and the disturbances in the water that the pilots saw, people are thinking that this is what we're going to see in this 180-day report. Personally, I don't think we're going to see anything. I think we're all pretty much lying to ourselves if we think we're going to see something. And just remind ourselves that the verbiage is that these particular, government agencies have to report what they have. Not that they have to report that to us, but that they have to report it to that committee. So who knows? It might be 180 days for them to get the info in, and we probably won't see any of that for another 180 days. Who fucking knows? Nobody knows anything. But that's what it is. Today, we've got one story. It's a little out of place, right? The story is about search for alien life in 2021. Quick little thing there we'll go over, because there's one rover I never even heard about. But we're going to talk about that rover real quick. And then we're going to go the Pareidolia trip. That basically the next 3 articles are all about our buddy Pareidolia Pete, or Scott C. Waring. I know, I got a theory about him. I'll put that out there once we get into the articles. But before we get into our first track for today, I did receive birthday wishes for someone out west in the desert by the name of Kit, or as we know her in the Discord chat, the Overseer. Happy birthday, Kit. Turned 21 today. Kit, I actually got these guys from, out east to sing you a little song here, so check this out.
Looking for someone to save me from all of the things in my past. I'd do anything just to make it stop, yeah. Tired of sitting and waiting, but every time I open up, there's always someone that lets me down. So give me pain, give me pleasure, I don't mind. It's whatever, all I want is someone to love. Ease my mind, give me headache, I don't care. It's whatever, all I want is someone to love. La 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 la. All I want is la 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 la. All I want is la 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 la. wake me up. Yeah, binge watching romantic movies, the ones with the happy end, hoping that someday I'll find the one. So give me pain, give me pleasure, I don't mind. It's whatever, all I want is someone to love. Ease my mind, give me headache, I don't care. It's whatever, all I want is someone to love. La 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 la. All I want is la 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 la. All I want is la 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 la. All I want is la 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 la. So give me pain, give me pleasure, I don't mind. It's whatever, all I want is someone to love. Ease my mind, give me headache, I don't care. It's whatever, all I want is someone to love. La 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 la. All I want is la 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 la. La 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 la. All I want is la 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 la. It's someone to love, yeah. Someone, no.
I don't know what is it with these songs, you know, when they do that whole la 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 la, fa la la la. It just, I don't know, it makes me happy.
Well, hello, this is Stewie. We're having a sexy party with Manny Moonraker on the Tempest Universe. Cheers!
By the way, all this audio you're hearing, all these clips, it's not me. It's not. I opened the door for the Asgardians to submit clips for intros and things like that, and I've got a bunch of them, so I'm finding ways to use them throughout the podcast. And again, I'm opening that up to the general audience. So if you want to send one, even if it's not in English, though I won't know what it says, go ahead and send it in. Hopefully you're not cussing out somebody in your government and giving you trouble, because that would really suck. How far will our search for aliens go in 2021? We finally made it, right? We're here in 2021, so let's get down to the business. Let's find ET, though they might be hiding in Antarctica. How are we going to do it? Well, NASA has a plan, right? NASA has Perseverance in about, 5 weeks or so? The damn thing is going to go through the 7 minutes of terror? Like, you would think by now, that after you run all the scenarios, the first rover, right? Once you got that down, you saw, shit, we're sending this thing that cost $1 billion through 7 minutes of fucking terror. You'd think that by the fourth fucking rover, you'd shorten the time or make it a little longer, have it land really softly. No, we're going to put these shits through the 7 minutes of terror every damn time. Now, apparently, of course we know they're gonna broadcast this. Not that you can see anything, because what is like fucking 10-minute delay? Like the shit's blowing up already. Probably cause a complete nuclear meltdown over there before you even get to see it anyway. So, it is what it is. The funny thing is that with so many satellites around Mars, you would think that we would get a better fucking signal. Or you would think someone would at least put something in between, kind of boost it up. But no, it's not. And, they sit around like looking at each other, like on the edge, like they're on the worst fucking roller coaster ever. Waiting for images of this thing. Hopefully it's better. I mean, come on, guys. 2021. We should be able to do this shit live. Even if it's like 5-minute delay. Somebody fix this. I've got a complaint. I want to submit it somewhere. But besides that, we also talked about Mars recently. We talked about Mars. Come on, Muriker. Get it together. We talked about China, right? We also have the United Arab Emirates. They both have missions to orbit Mars in 2021. Like, who's left? Who is left to send up? We got to get Mexico to do it. And, we've got to get some of these South American countries to do it. Brazil? They can send the music. We could send some food from South America somewhere up there. I don't know. But they're left out of this altogether, for fuck's sake. That's crazy. Or maybe they're not. They probably supply something colorful. So we got those things going. Now, we also have China is also including a rover, right? And that's going up there. We know also that Perseverance has a cute little helicopter under it that it's going to launch right from its belly. Just launch it out there. It's going to be great. And also the ESA. Now, ESA has this deal with Roscosmos, because they own Venus. But they've got this thing with Roscosmos. It is a rover. Originally, it was stated to take off in 2021. But something happened to it. I'm figuring radiation or poisoning is one of those. I don't know. But the rover is a life-hunting rover known as Rosalind Franklin. Like I said, originally it was supposed to take off in 2021, but they had technical issues thanks to Vladimir, and so it's not taking off till 2022. That was a bit of a shock to me because I had no idea that the ESA, and Roscosmonauts, the Russian crew, I had no idea that they had a deal. They had a little joint venture to head up to Mars. So Rosalind L.C. Franklin was a British chemist and X-ray crystallographer, whatever the hell that is, and she contributed to the unraveling of the double helix structure of DNA. So they named this rover after her because they're searching for fucking life. Ladies and gentlemen, finally we have a rover that's going to be worth the billions of pounds, because it's not dollars. I don't even know what they call the Russian money. What is that? I don't know, Scooby Snacks. All this money that's being spent, all the pounds that are going up there. Finally, we have a rover that not only is there's a thing about digging in Mars. So the thing's going to dig, and it's going to look for ancient life, just like Perseverance. But it is also going to look for current signs of life underground. Shut your mouth. Can you believe that? Somebody finally is making sense. Why these other countries, especially the United States, why are you sending so much technology, so much roving, so much satelliting without searching for life currently is beyond me. It really is. There's been plenty of signals, plenty of signs from Mars that there could be life. There could be life. And it's like they're fucking ignoring it. That's what feeds into conspiracies. Stuff like that. But it will be able to drill down up to 2 meters into the surface, take a sample of the soil, analyze it, get its composition in searching for the past, but also looking for life buried now. Hopefully, because I remember, what was it? One of the rovers had this tool that would just burn everything up, burn up all the samples. That doesn't help. Like if you had shit that was alive, you just cooked it. 0 sense whatsoever. There's more to this article. Check it out. And I actually got 2 links in there for this particular story. I've got one to the how far will our search for aliens go in 2021. But I also got one about the ESA rover, Rosalind Franklin, because there's a lot of info on there. And listen, as a matter of fact, the ESA website actually breaks down every single instrument that the rover is going to use on Mars. So pretty cool stuff. Good to see that someone else gives 2 shits about there being life right now. I mean, let's be honest. After the last damn year we've been through, after the year we're going to go through now, with this, coronavirus getting all hyped up on us, don't you want to make sure that you are able to identify these little viruses? They might be alive on the subsurface of Mars? Don't you think you want to know stuff like that after all this madness? Come on. Stop screwing around. Next three articles are, I don't know. You could say it's pareidolia, right? What was it? I would say 2019 was when the name Pareidolia Pete came to mind, and Scott C. Waring is the victim, or the guy. He sees a lot of things. Like, he looks at pictures. I don't know for how long he does this, and I don't know if just that these articles are just regurgitated, throughout the year, every month. They just, recycle these things. But he looks at pictures from NASA and, ESA, and who else out there that he siphons through all of their records. I don't know. I don't know how deep this goes. I'm telling you, ever since Saturday, it's all been about rabbit holes. Rabbit holes everywhere. Just started getting tired of rabbits. But Scott C. Waring, it's a weird thing, because I feel like eventually, when this happens, when we figure out there was some kind of extraterrestrial somewhere, that 1% of his claims might tend to be true. Maybe he'll have one out of the thousands of claims that he's made. It's possible one of them was true. So, I was searching for news stories to talk about today. And actually, for fuck's sake, all they're talking about is 180 days this, 180 days that. I can't do it no more. And then also the blue UFO in Hawaii. Been there, done that. This 180-day thing is going to be in the news for the rest of January, guaranteed. Then they'll forget about it. Then some crazy shit will happen. I don't know. Maybe Trump will sue Facebook and Twitter. Take him to court. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he'll streak Washington before he leaves. My eyes in my head. Anyway, the first story from our buddy here, Scotty Waring, is did Google Earth find proof of aliens, not just anyone's, but gigantic aliens in Antarctica? Now, there's a conspiracy theory there for you as well. Everything dealing with Germans to a hole in the planet, bases, it's Antarctica. I think maybe it's just because we can't get there, right? No one can just visit. You don't get on a plane, right? You don't get on a plane and just go to Antarctica. It almost feels like you need to be invited. Hey, buddy, you want to come over to Antarctica? We got big aliens here. You know, and then you get on a plane and you get on a boat ride. You know, freeze your ass off to go see Pareidolia Pete's Paradise. This article, Pareidolia Pete, who happens to be the ET database researcher. It's not the researcher, he's the fucking owner of that thing. Scotty Waring. One place that he loves to look at is Google Earth. And he likes to spy on Antarctica. And what does he find? The Anunnaki. And again, rabbit hole stuff. Gigantic Anunnakis. Chilling out. Ridley Scott style, like from Prometheus, or gigantic Bigfoot people, aliens, down in Antarctica. The article is pretty cool because, you know, it goes into kind of like the history of things like the Anunnaki, you know, and, you know, the battle with David and colossal warriors of Goliath. And, you know, it goes into all this supernatural stuff, all this stuff that, you know, may come from the Bible and other books, Sumerian books and things like that. But, you know, so fucking what? How the fuck do you see that on Google Earth? Like, if I saw shit like that on Google Earth, yeah, I would take quite a few looks. 2, 3, 4 looks, but I figure it's a glitch. I mean, Google is not infallible, you know. They could fuck up. They really can. But Scotty Waring says no. This is the Nephilim. It could be Egyptian, Greek gods, Roman gods that have died in Antarctica, and now the snow is melting because we got global warming, and so now you see a couple of legs, a little booty bump, and what looks like to be a head and shoulders. They're huge. These are the Nephilim, your Anunnaki, your giant aliens, who apparently had a significant battle in Antarctica, and one of those fuckers lost, and he was buried in the ice. How the hell do you get all of this from a Google Earth picture? How does he do this? It's maddening. It really is completely maddening. He says that this alien, or thing, whatever the hell it is, 65 feet tall. For you draconians, that's 20 meters. What do you do with that? How can you, I don't understand. You know? Is it a Nephilim? Is it a Greek god? Is it the Anunnaki? Or is it just big-ass aliens that Scott C. Waring found in Antarctica? I tried to download a picture of it, but of course it doesn't let you. Sadly enough. However, fortunately for you, because you've been searching, I know you've been searching high and low for the Anunnaki or big-ass aliens. So lucky for you, there is a video link in this article where you can go, and I'm sure that somewhere in that video you will get the coordinates that you can go back to your cell phone and plug in the exact location of this particular, you know, Nephilim, or whatever the fuck it's called. Whatever it is, Scotty Waring believes it's an ancient, gigantic alien that lives in Antarctica, and it's proof not only of aliens, but that there could be a base there of aliens that are huge. It's just crazy. It's crazy. This is what we're dealing with, Pareidolia P. But I'm telling you, I feel that one day we're going to find out that one of his stories is going to be the absolute truth. And I can't wait to see which one it is. But for fuck's sake, I hope it's not this one, because we'd have some serious problems. The next one from Pareidolia Pete He means well. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Do you think that Pareidolia Pete is trying to save the world? Do you think, like, in his mind, he's trying to help us identify aliens and alien technology and bases so we can say, like, fuck it, we're going to attack them. We're going to take them bitches down. Could you imagine if people would react to all of his pictures and then just start bombing shit, just at random? Pareidolia Pete's up there and he's like, oh, like, I see one in China. We just bomb the shit out of it because he even gives coordinates. I mean, what else do you need? You need nothing else to send like an ICBM over there and just bomb the shit out of that country because Scott C. Waring said there was an alien base there. I mean, why not, right? That could be a future somewhere in some timeline. But Scott C. Waring is not just calling out things in Antarctica. No. Now, Indonesia, if you're listening, you better put on your helmets. You better, seriously, because this article that I have here has coordinates. And some crazy country out there is going to be like, fuck, they've got an alien base. And then they're just going to go. They don't even, like, some of these countries don't even have launch codes. There's not even 2 keys. They just press the thing on their cell phone and app. And there it goes. Shoot up a rocket at your ass. Because you have an alien base on your little island. According to Scott C. Waring, the folks in Indonesia have this island that nobody lives on. Why are we looking at shit nobody lives on? I don't know. How does he know nobody lives on it? I don't know. But he figured that out somehow. So this uninhabited island in Indonesia has a big ass fucking base on it. It's huge. Huge. 20 meters across. The opening. Because he used a tool on Google Earth to measure the opening. Yeah. He says, oh, fuck. I'm telling you. He's like, this is the way I feel he reacted. Fuck. You could fit a lot of aliens in there, buddy. Can you imagine you send that to some country that hates Indonesia, which I don't know any. Who hates Indonesia? I don't know. But still, you send that to the wrong country and it's like, that's it. Pull the trigger, bitches. I'm going to blow you up. Yeah. Scott says that he found an entrance to an underground base on a secluded island in Indonesia. He says the doorway can be seen with Google Earth, the maps, and when you add contrast to the screenshot, you can really see the detail come out. Perv. Yeah, that's crazy. And according to him, he says, here's a quote, here's an actual quote, we can even tell from looking at it that a UFO that flew through the doorway was leaving the underground base. And he goes, how do we know this? Because the deeper insides, this is turning into like pornography. He says because the deeper insides of the tunnel are collapsed and closed in, but the outer surface area is still open. So fucking what? I don't understand. This is why I don't even get why people, like the Mirror UK, Express UK, there's other website called 1428elm.com. I don't understand. Why are we playing with this? Why are we doing? But anyway, he says, listen, you can find this big ass base with all the aliens huddling in there with all the little probe sticks ready to go. And these are the coordinates. If you feel froggy, the coordinates, you can actually copy and paste them into Google Maps from this description. From the article itself. And you can check it out. Share it with your friends, your mama, your dada, your papa. Maybe you have a long-lost cousin that's the ruler of some country down there who has a bunch of nuclear armament that they need to use on something because it's just sitting there and they want to take out some Indonesian island. There you go. What a perfect reason to do it. I mean, it's freaking aliens. Now, the thing about Scott C. Waring is that, he's got this UFO ET database thing, this website, which people actually visit, believe it or not. And they visit it a lot. but they also give him compliments. There are people who go on there and praise him for his findings. Like, I just don't understand. Like, they really think that he's onto something. There's one person that wrote regarding his find in Indonesia. He says, I think this could be the entrance specifically for the interstellar ships. Well, fuck, I didn't even know we had a list of those. Do we have like a list somewhere of intergalactic, interstellar, just from here to the moon ships? I don't know. This is, it's very strange for me. The person continues to talk about the reptilioids or the reptiloids. Reptiloids. That's new. Oh, 1 second. I need some vodka here. So refreshing. Yeah, he says apparently that the reptoids, that they use cigar-shaped ships to get into places like this. So the shape of the entrance is specific to your reptoid people. Get the fuck up out of here. Yeah, so now, folks, if you see a cigar-shaped or a cylindrical ship, it is a reptoid ship. Golly. But he's surrounded by people like this to promote his stuff, basically, all his crazy reporting. But if you're interested and you're looking to go to Indonesia, hell, Indonesia is a nice place to visit. I've seen it on YouTube a bunch of times. You can do a lot of stuff out there. It's a nice area. Why not take the coordinates, find yourself a tour guide that's a reptoid, and tell him that's where you want to go. Just for a day, like a little day trip. Get yourself a good probing, reptilian style, and then you come back to the mainland and don't tell anybody because it's embarrassing as hell that you actually willingly went in to get probed when other people have to be chased down. But I tell you, there will be one story from Pareidolia Pete that will be the truth. I don't know which one it is. Now, could it be a base out in Indonesia? Who the fuck knows? Could it be Antarctica, in the ocean somewhere? Because he's even found shit in the ocean. Nobody knows. But I don't know. I just got this feeling that he'll be right. And he'll be right one time out of 5,000. And, he'll be the ufologist of the year when that comes out. I guarantee you. They're going to praise him forever. Pareidolia Pete. That's just the way it is. One more to go, thanks to Pareidolia Pete, because the guy just has so many articles out there. But I'm sure you'll love this one just like the last ones. For real.
I could be lying and tell you you're fine. I could be lying the rest of the night. But I won't do it, no way I'm saying so. I could pretend that you're doing okay. I could give in when you want it your way. But I won't do it, no way I'm saying so. He's been seeing someone else. He's been paying for hotels. Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. And baby, I know it hurts. I know it hurts. The faster you realize, the quicker you learn. So don't be afraid to open the scars he left behind. You won't believe who he's calling that to. You don't deserve what he's putting you through. It's not your fault, though, no way I'm saying so. Promise you'll end it the second you can. Promise I'll be here to hold you, my friend. It's not your fault, though, no way I'm saying so. He's been seeing someone else. He's been paying for hotels. Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. And baby, I know it hurts. I know it hurts. The faster you realize, the quicker you learn. So don't be afraid to cry every tear you got.
Spartans! What is your profession?
This is the last one for tonight because the power of pareidolia knows zero bounds and gives zero fucks. Let's just make that clear. It doesn't matter where E.T. hides for the love of pareidolia, Pete. He will be there. He will find you. He will locate you. You just be ready. Alien base on Mercury shot claim after a structure was discovered. The planet Earth is not his only realm. He will go to the moon. He will go to Mars. He will go to Uranus. If you're not lucky, he will find E.T. no matter where it's been or where it plans to go. This time, it was Mercury. He found a structure that he believed was another base. Yeah. He gives no damns. According to NASA, which has data regarding Mercury, because Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. According to their data, 430 degrees Celsius. You know, some of you don't live that life. 806 Fahrenheit. That is how high the temperature can get on Mercury. But Pareidolia P says they have a base. They have a base on Mercury. He says it's about 5 kilometers across. It has a gigantic door that stretches up to 1.5 kilometers wide. This is Pareidolia P. He's giving you the info you need to know. And Mercury's not the only thing, because he also says Mars. There's gigantic UFOs hovering, not Mars, but the sun, draining the sun of its fuel. Just in case you didn't know that. He says that though aliens could probably, more than likely, not live on the surface of Mercury because it's so damn hot. You ever seen how pasty he is? Like, he does not live around any kind of sun, I'll be honest with you. But he says, look, it's too damn hot, I get it. But if you dig a hole and you stick all of your hairless gray people into the hole, way below the surface, it's probably a very cool, 25 degrees Celsius. It's like nice balmy weather. Then you can plot taking over the earth and the sun. I mean, what better home base can there be for you to shoot off your UFOs and drain the sun of its power? This is what happens, man. This is how this guy thinks. And it's weird how he'll find something and then he'll run with it. And he literally justifies his alien theory. And people love it. They absolutely eat that shit up. The quote from him here is that it also has a huge rectangular doorway. The door is probably for ships to enter and exit. Well, back door, front door, he would know. According to him, life could not exist on the surface, exposed to space, unless there were buildings on the surface. However, life could exist under the ground in cities built to house tens of thousands of little gray aliens. I just want you to know that I looked up, as of today, Mercury is exactly 115 million miles away from the planet, from Earth. Does anybody ever wonder how in the flying fuck is it that Pareidolia Pete can actually see and measure alien bases from 115 million miles away? I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just want to call bullshit constantly. This is what we're dealing. This is ufology for you. But at the end of the day, one of these things, because it was Pareidolia P who was seeing rats and rabbits on Mars, and dinosaur bones and shit like that. At the end of the day, one of these things that he says is going to be true. I promise you. There's just no way around it. Because he's like just shooting. Like everywhere. Everything's a freaking sighting. The world looks good to me. Because aliens is all I see. Could you imagine him as a kid just rocking back and forth in the chair at school? He was surrounded by aliens. But one of these will be true. That's my theory on this. This is where I feel we're going with Pareidolia P. You throw enough shit at something, some of that shit's about to stick. You know it. We all know it. Is it possible that we'll find some kind of artifact somewhere on one of these planets in our solar system? Yes. Ancient aliens, come on, look at the hair guy. Krapopolis, isn't that his name? He knows. There is a possibility of ancient life in our solar system that was here way before we were, and they blew each other the fuck up. Technology killed them. Bad weather, who knows? Some wayward asteroid the size of Rhode Island just took them out. All possible. But if the way to run ufology is to have pareidolia, I'm in it. We're going to have Pareidolia Hour at least once a month. And we can just make shit up and just see what happens. One of those has got to be true. Just be honest about it. That's the episode for today. I hope you enjoyed. Actually, these articles were all from 2020, so it's kind of like a small recap of Pareidolia Pete's ventures into sighting alien bases. I don't know. I have this thing now for alien bases. Like, I want to fucking find one. Could someone please give me coordinates to an alien base? I want to go there. Just not in Antarctica. I really don't like the cold that much. I could kind of like the idea of Dulce, New Mexico. You know, it's not as long as we go during the day, it'd be nice and warm. But even off the coast of California sounds good. But there's got to be more. There's got to be more bases out there. So if you guys know, or you've come across an article about an alien base in your neck of the woods, let me know. Maybe you want to do a little trip. Get some drones, a couple of dogs. We can chase some ETs down. Hopefully, we don't end up like Phil Schneider. And by the way, before I end this podcast, that documentary, which I'll bring it tomorrow and post it out there, there is actual pictures of when they found Phil Schneider's body. And this is not a joke, but that really is a serious matter. What happened to him, you know? And then it really begs me to question if anything of what he said was true, and it was worth that happening to him, that this is why people should pay attention to the story of Phil Schneider. One of the things that was quoted out in the documentary was he's got one of the stories that really hasn't been debunked. It hasn't. And there's been some really crazy shit that happened with the coroner up there, with the medical examiner. How they changed the story of what happened to Phil Schneider. It's nuts. There are some stories in ufology that you have to pay close attention to, and playing close attention to Phil Schneider's story, it goes deep. It goes really deep. So somewhere in that story, there's a truth. Just like somewhere in one of these 1.5 billion pareidolia stories from Scott C. Waring, one of those is true. Because just for fuck's sake, we might not ever find out in our lifetime which one it is. That's the end for today's episode. Tomorrow we'll come back. Wednesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Wednesday we'll come back. Talk a little bit more. On Friday, on the Dark Horde, we'll have Chris Garcia, the psychic. I feel like I need to talk to him about aliens. I know it's a Dark Horde, but there is, among people who are psychics, there is a belief in aliens. And I think we need to explore that and how that connects to us today. And if aliens contact psychics, why don't we just have them phone home, have a conversation? Fuck Zoom. We can use Chris. He can get us there. I'm out of here. Ciao.